So a lot of people comment in our videos, why would you want to run a PCC or anything in 9mm out of a rifle when you can just use a pistol? Answer is simple. It's a lot easier to get hits with this at 50, 100, 150 yards compared to a Glock or a 1911. Today we're going to be going over the Yankee Machine R9, a jack of all trades suppressor. So I was in the market for a 9mm suppressor, and my local gun shop had one in stock at a really good price, and I jumped on it immediately. So these suppressors are pretty good value just because these can host a plethora of different rifles and calibers. According to my statistics here, 308 minimum 16-inch barrel, 350 Legend 16-inch barrel, 6.5 Grendel 16-inch barrel, 5.56 16-inch barrel, 300 Blackout 7.5-inch barrel minimum, and of course 9mm. That is a crazy list for a suppressor this size. So if you're a young college kid and you're looking to get one suppressor, you don't have a ton of money to spend on guns or suppressors right now, this would be a very good option for you. It can suppress all of these different calibers, but keep in mind, it's not made for those specifically. It's kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none suppressor. It can suppress 16-inch long 5.56, but it's not gonna be as quiet as like a dedicated 5.56 suppressor. But with that being said, it still does a decent job at it. So for me personally, I use this strictly as a 9mm suppressor, more specifically a 9mm pistol caliber carbine suppressor for use with my SIG MPX and my Ruger PC carbine right here. And it does a very good job of suppressing 9mm, which, the name of it is the R9. So it's kind of specifically made for the 9mm, but it just has the ability to suppress those other calibers. Cost-wise, like I said, I got this at a very good deal. Yankee has recently had a price increase that took the price of these up a good amount, but even at their current price, they're still a good deal, a good bargain for what you get. So like I mentioned, I use this primarily, well, really only on my PCCs, but you do have the option to attach this to a pistol like I have right here. So this is a Glock 19 with the R9 attached. Now granted, I do not have the booster or the spring in here that allows this to cycle with this within the pistol configuration, but I just have it attached just for, size reference and so you can get a feel. This is a pretty chunky can. So the diameter is close to a little bit over an inch. So it's hard to see unless you have a red dot like I have on here. This is the Holosun EPS. And I can see my dot pretty good, but I cannot see my iron sights. And these are pistol height iron sights. So just keep that in mind. But I don't need this for a pistol suppressor, so I don't have the hardware to set it up. But if I need that in the future, it's always an option. So when you get this suppressor out of the box, it comes with the 1/2 x 28-inch thread pattern on the rear. But this suppressor does take the hub mounts that allows you to put any type of other aftermarket attachment device, Reardon Atlas, Plan B, any of those type attachment methods. So like I said, it comes with the 1/2 x 28, which I use for my 9mm applications. But you can get, direct thread, 5/8 x 24, anything like that for 300 Blackout, 5.56, anything like that. Or you can actually get the Yankee QD, the Phantom QD attachment system, and put the hub mount and then just use it on your quick detach muzzle devices. So really a lot of options, seeing that this has the hub mount. So you can put it on anything that I listed or anything in between.
Oh gosh, cut that out.
So like I mentioned, I use this just on my PCCs, and here I have it on my Ruger PC carbine. So even with this attached, being a bigger, thicker 9mm suppressor, it does not feel all that unwieldy on the end of here. This is a 16-inch barrel. It's noticeable, but it's not bad at all, being a bigger can. But like I said, it being a bigger can, it has a lot more volume inside of the suppressor, and it sounds really, really nice with these 9mm carbines. So my MPX came with an 8-inch barrel, and I sent it to D. Wilson Manufacturing, and they cut the barrel to a 4.5-inch barrel. So with my stock MPX rail, I kind of have that MPX SD look going, where the suppressor starts about halfway down the rail. And this is my preferred configuration. I have this suppressor, it stays on this MPX 90% of the time unless I'm shooting something else that I have. But I like it a lot on this configuration. The can's so far back that it doesn't feel like there's any extra weight out here at the muzzle, and it's just a pleasure to shoot. And with the 4.5-inch barrel, a lot of rounds are borderline subsonic coming out of this thing, even with like full power 115 grain ammunition. So it has a really, really nice sound to it. So with the rail removed, you can see that this thing looks pretty crazy out with the rail off. So a 4.5-inch barrel on a pistol caliber carbine looks pretty wild. And then this suppressor filling up the rest of the picture here. It's kind of crazy. But like I said, this thing sounds awesome. Show me you doing that with your pistol. And with the rail on, it's a nice compact package. So all in all, I would highly recommend this R9 suppressor. It's one of my personal favorite suppressors just because it's a good 9mm suppressor, but it also has the ability to function in a lot of other roles. So like I said, for the person that right now they only want or can afford one, this is the one to do. You know, there's other companies that make suppressors that can host a variety of calibers, but for the cost, the warranty you get with this thing, and just the toughness and the durability, I don't see why you'd get any other suppressor for your first suppressor. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to add, leave it down below. Drop us a like and a subscribe if you would, and we'll see you in the next video.